Pokémon is one of those series where you can comfortably jump into knowing what to expect. It's gonna have Pokémon, and sometimes you can catch and battle with them. So what if I remove that entire sense of familiarity, and then try to beat Pokémon without Pokémon? I was looking for Pokémon video ideas, and one of my friends suggested exactly that. And you know, at first I thought he was joking, because how are you supposed to beat Pokémon without Pokémon? And then I thought about it for a little longer. I thought about some of the games I could play, some of the tricks I could pull off, maybe even some of the urban legends I could try out. And then I remembered a video from back when I was a little kid, where this one guy started inside of the truck in Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, moved up to the cupboard tile inside of it, and then obtained a missing no. So then I was like, maybe I could do that. So today, I'm going to try and beat Pokémon Emerald without Pokémon. The rules are pretty simple. I'll be playing on set mode, I'll be using level caps, which means that I cannot overlevel the gym leader's strongest Pokemon, I cannot use items in battle, and of course, absolutely no Pokemon. So with the rules being set, it is time to jump into Pokemon Emerald and begin the challenge. The game of course starts in the typical interior of the moving truck, and I tried to recreate the exact steps of a video that I watched more than a decade ago. So if I recall correctly, this specific tile... Okay, nice, let's go! It was a success. I had officially obtained my first not Pokemon missing no. Oh, and it also has the Slowpoke cry for some reason. Missing no is one of those interesting cases. It's technically not a Pokemon, but considering it is not considered a Pokemon in the official national dex, I think we can allow it for this challenge right here. So what does Missing No do in this game? There are some interesting quirks with Missing No's stats, specifically the fact that it has a BST of 0. But there's actually different kinds of variants of this Missing No in Gen 3. For example, this one has, from what I understand, a mix of Gen 1's Missing No stats for some reason. Some interesting highlights is that it has a pretty high HP and attack stat, but everything else is pretty low. Another interesting quirk about this Missing No is that it has Bulbasaur's level up moveset. Bulbapedia says that it is identical, but it has different level requirements, but from my experience, it was pretty much the same, so that makes it easier to track and plan around, I guess. And also, it can learn Ice Punch via the move tutor, which is a fun little bit of trivia, except, the Ice Punch tutor in Emerald is in the Battle Frontier, which is not required to beat the game, so unfortunately, we will not be taking advantage of Ice Punch Missing No. Though considering how the physical special split works in Gen 3, it would not be getting much out of it. I was worried that doing this glitch would end up causing some weird things to happen to my game, but so far I wasn't interacting with anything weirdly. The clock was working just fine, the events seemed pretty stable, I talked to my rival, technology guy was fine, and Professor Birch ran away from the Zigzagoon as usual. Though things started to get weird when I interacted with his bag. Do I lose the run if I get the starter? I mean, I guess I could just box it and continue the challenge, right? Or the battle can start immediately. Shiny? No, okay. Alright. Good start. 95% by the way. Yeah, that's crazy. No way! After that fight, Professor Birch was so gracious to give me the Missing No that he definitely gave me. Maybe he was the one that snuck it in the drawer. Apparently Norman and Birch were close, so who's to say that's not possible? He then told me to meet up with May, and so, with nothing else to do, that's what I did. The problem I was noticing immediately though, is that 15 base speed is very low, which means that Missing No will be struggling to run away from a lot of Pokemon. So to be as healthy as possible for the upcoming rival fight, I ended up doing the little Pokemart quest, where they give you the promotional potion. I could have also gotten the one from the PC, but I forgot until just now as I'm writing the script. I get into as many fights as I need, then once I'm in front of the rival, I heal up, and then begin the battle. That's fine, as long as we don't miss. We've been missing a lot of tackles lately, so... kinda hoping... No, right, I called it. I willed it into existence, and now it's just gonna keep debuffing me. After that, the rest of the game pretty much plays out as normal. Nothing too crazy pops out. May leads me to Birch just fine, I get the Pokeballs, and then I dodged all of the other optionals so that I could get to Petalburg City. Still, everything went pretty normal. Wally caught his Ralts, Scott talked to me just fine, and I was able to defeat the Team Aqua Grunt in Petalburg Woods with no issue. Specifically because I got Cursed Body turn 1. So here's where I should probably explain another quirk about this Missing No. This one managed to have Cursed Body, which I think is kind of fitting considering its glitchy nature and the fact that it's not even supposed to be considered a Pokemon in the first place. It just kind of manifested itself in the drawer inside of my truck. It's here that I got access to one of Bulbasaur's stab attacking moves, Vine Whip. The problem is, Missing No is a normal type in this game, so it will not be getting stab, grass type is special, and I will simply visualize this image by showing you what happens if I hit a Meryl that is 6 levels under me with this Vine Whip. Oh yeah, we have Vine Whip now. Let's see how much damage this does. Oh my god! Yeah, I hope this won't be an issue in the future. Since I only have one not Pokemon on my team, I was able to dodge the double battle on the bridge, which gave me a clean entry into Rust Borough City. Here I went to get cut before I forgot it, and I also picked up the Quick Claw because, well, again, base 15 speed. I think this will go a long way. And while leveling up so that I could get ready for the gym, I ended up wiping to the first bug catcher near the Rusturf tunnel. So I guess that's the first wipe of the challenge. I also went to go fight the gym trainers for XP, as well as to gauge how much my Vine Whip would do on a 4x super effective target. Oh no! Yeah, this special attack is bad. And then once I leveled up Missing No to level 15, I was ready to fight Roxanne. Or at least I thought I was. Let's just Vine Whip. Okay, I'm just gonna lose a bunch of speed. I'm gonna be moving second for like... That does so much damage. At least I do have... Oh, this might be impossible. I have to like Quick Claw here. Do I at least live one? But I mean, I'm gonna be slow for the rest. Oh, dude. You are not soloing the rest of this fight. Yeah, okay. I would have really liked that Cursed Body earlier. They aren't missing, by the way. I've missed so many tackles. Double Quick Claw proc would be amazing here. Thank you. Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Oh my god. Oh shit, I forgot about that part. Okay, it lands. Leech Seed here? Okay, doesn't miss. How? I don't imagine Nose Pass has huge attack. Oh god. Oh, that's so good. No! That's so bad! I needed that health. Okay. Okay, hopefully this doesn't do too much. Oh my god. This tackle has to miss. Oh, that's really nice, I think. Okay, we get the proc. That's good. Nice. Okay, unfortunate. Yeah, you'd have to miss here. Leech Seed again. Okay, turn 1 miss is great. I need more health during these potion turns. I actually don't want crits here. Oh no, just my luck right when I say that. I think I could, oh, okay, we're back, I think. We Vine Whip here. Yeah, even if this wasn't Gen 3, I don't think Sturdy is proccing. This Nose Pass was going to be a huge issue for this challenge, because one of the mistakes that I made was to give Missing No Poison Powder and not Sleep Powder, because I thought having the extra chip damage with Leech Seed would be enough. This fight was miserable. The first few attempts, there was some really good RNG on my side, but unfortunately, Nose Pass was just tanking too many hits. Not to mention, it comes built in with an Oran Berry, and Roxanne has potions. So my initial strat was to play around the Geodude first. The other problem is that not only is Missing No slow, can't use the one move that is super effective against Roxanne, it is also frail as hell. Don't let that base 106 HP fool you. That does not mean anything if its defenses look like this. I tried Quick Claw, I tried Oran Berry to see if I could survive a little longer. I even did the hardcore Nuzlocke trick, where I set up my XP to level up mid-fight. But this gym fight relied way too much on RNG. My only options here was to pray Rock Tomb misses, I proc Cursed Body, and then I was proccing every single Quick Claw opportunity that I could get to break through the -1 speed that I was receiving with every Rock Tomb that did land. It took me until the 10th attempt for me to get to the second Geodude. It is such a relieving fact that in Gen 3, Rock Tomb still had 80 accuracy. Because if it had 95 like it does now, this challenge would not only be barely possible, but incredibly improbable. The one thing keeping me going was that the more attempts I played, the more comfortable I was getting for the RNG I needed for this fight, and the more often I was getting to the second Geodude. But Nose Pass kept getting me so low that unless I got perfect RNG, the second Geodude would take me down easily if I just made one mistake. But on attempt 41, this happened.
As we're looking through the fire, we can see just what we've done. Never about to give it up, and you'll never see me run. We won't go down till we win victory.
Okay, so now I got the quick claw proc, you know. Hey, there's Cursed Body. And it's not- wait, Defense Curl! Second potion use. Quick Claw or miss? Ooh. Okay, this is my best attempt yet. No crit? Oh, that's no Cursed Body. We do land Leech Seed. Yes. Okay. Miss. Okay. Miss. Okay. Does that kill? That's me. 3 misses into a range. Oh, whoa, what? No way. Oh my god, oh my god. I don't think I Leech Seed. I have to click something. I have to click, and I need to crit, and I need to get the, not Razor Claw, but the other one. Okay, okay. No, miss. Okay, okay, okay. It's still doable. It's still doable. Oh, come on. Come on. Quick Claw again. What? What? The second defense curl? Please, please. Oh my god. No! No! Oh my... Don't crit. Okay. Oh my god! It is 12:30. I should not have popped off. So what was your favorite part? Yeah, I'm glad it's over too. So missing no can't learn cut, which means that I can't do anything with that right now. I did the side quest with the Aqua Grunt. Honestly, nothing compares to that Roxanne fight, so I think it's safe to say he's done for. After getting the goods back, I meet up with Mr. Stone, who asks me to go meet his son Steven Leafstone Stone, who specifically mentions his full government name because he's very proud for coming up with it. You know, they called me Mr. Stoner because I love stones. I love them. My wife is a stone, because leaves are kind, and soft and stone. That Roxanne fight drove me insane. So now it's finally time to head over to Dewford Town. First off, I do Granite Cave just to get it over with, but also because I heard of something interesting. You see, I looked it up, and back in Pokemon Sun and Moon, there was a trick you could do with SOS chaining, where you could find yourself a very low-level Salamence. So then I was thinking, maybe I could do that with the Scraggies in Granite Cave. So first off, I had to go talk to the Adrenaline guy in Dewford Town, buy myself an Adrenaline Orb so that I could start SOS chaining. I eventually found the Scraggy I was looking for, and began my chain. And sure enough, after knocking out the Scraggy, it called for help, and this happened. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Scraggy King has been caught. This is an insane stat stick for this point of the game, but honestly, considering after what I went through with Roxanne, it is greatly appreciated. However, while this one was prepared, I was not expecting there to be another surprise in Granite Cave. What is that? Well, that's a Zubat. Oh, I get to Steven, level up the team, and then it's time for Brawly. With Moxie, and I guess the 493 BSD Statsic 2 whatever, Brawly is a breeze compared to Roxanne. The team is starting to feel less lonely now. Also, Scraggy King learned Leaf Blade at level 20. Yeah, it's Gen 3 Leaf Blade on a physical attacker, but it's still Leaf Blade at level 20. Now that would have beat Roxanne. Mr. Briny helped me over to the shores of Slateport, where I grabbed the soft sand from the tuber for later. Then I obtained Thief from the Grunt, which will also be useful for later. I then gave the Devon goods to Captain Stern, then prepared my team for the infamous Rival 2. Does Tackle kill at -2? Not if it misses! I tried to use my other not Mons, but I forgot they're both normal type, so Scraggy King had to clean up the rest of the fight anyway. Mystic No finally gets Razor Leaf, which is marginally better than Vine Whip. Alright. Marginally, I get to Maval City, crush Wally's dreams, and then suddenly...
Let's go!
Oh my god, Mario, hello. Hello? It evolves into Luigi! So apparently Mario evolves into Luigi at level 22, which seems to be a nod to the unlock method from Super Smash Bros. Melee. So that's a cute little nod. Luigi can also get some pretty good abilities, but for this run, I got Technician. So that was fun to see, but let's get back to the game. Because let me tell you, while I did have some close calls with some of the trainers before Watson, Watson himself proved to be on a league of his own. Even with Scraggy King on my side and an electric quad resist in Luigi, I couldn't get past the intimidating combination of Watson's team. The combination of Thunder Wave and Sonic Boom made quick work of my team, and even after several attempts, I only got as far as the third Mon. Not to mention I kept getting cheesed by Parafusion, so I needed something to deal with the Magneton especially. I was frustrated that I had maybe encountered another Roxanne situation, so I went to Route 17 to get my Mons close to level cap again. Hatsune Miku! This not Pokemon might actually be your savior for this point in the run, because she runs a little bit of a secret. You see, this little plushie can run Volt Absorb, a fantastic ability specifically for the problem I've run into with Watson. It's like she's hiding in my Wi-Fi and eating the little wires for a little bit of health. It's cute. Honestly, it's great that we got this Mon and all. It'll make what's normally a pretty tricky fight at this point in the game much easier. Stop the music. That's not Volt Absorb. Oh, right. Miku can also get fluffy. Oh my god! After finally encountering a Miku with Volt Absorb, I was finally ready to tackle the infamous Watson and his electric types. Nice, we get some health back. Miku also learned Mudshot on her way to level cap, so she was already showing to be a clear counter for Watson in this challenge. With this in mind, I ended up giving her the soft sand from earlier. That way it could allow her to hit more ranges, and it definitely paid off, as she basically tore through Watson's team of electric types. Very nice, alright. GG's Watson. Pivoting around definitely helped. Yeah, look at that. Okay, first miss. It doesn't matter because she's built different! Yeah! And that's the Dynamo badge. I learned something interesting about the wild Mikus on Route 117, where they have a rare chance to hold a leak. So I used the Thief TM from earlier so that I could try and get the rare leak drop. Normally this only increases the crit rates for Farfetch'd and later Surfetch'd, but this also actually buffs Miku's crit rates as well. I drop by the Rock Smash dude's house and teach it to one of my Mons.
This sucks! Give it to a Luigi!
And then proceeded onwards through the fiery path. Alright. Oh, dude. Thanks. Okay. Now I gotta re-record that clip. Here is where we encounter a familiar face. This is where they live! So I grabbed a couple and continued on my way. I made it to Fowlerburg, continued to Meteor Falls, triggered the event there, went back, Luigi beat some Maxie on Mount Chimney, picked up some lava cookies, scared the Magma Grunt in Jagged Pass, and now it was finally time to visit the Laveridge Gym. Lead Numble doesn't get up Sunny Day in time because Technician Stab Magical Leaf might be good for this point in the game. Unfortunately, Luigi doesn't live the next Mon, but because it saw kill, it didn't set up Sunny Day either for Torkoal. Luigi did, however, put it in range for Scraggy King to set up a Moxie with the Revenge KO. Unfortunately, Torkoal is way too bulky, so even with a crit, Scraggy King loses the 1v1. Miku then clutches up with a Sing, giving me enough momentum to bring Torkoal to heal range, and then after some crazy lucky rolls, it was just enough to finish off the Torkoal, and then set up a position where Missing No could take out the final Mon. This was probably one of the most fun fights in the challenge so far, because it required me to utilize my entire team in order to win. After the gym fight, May gives me the Go Goggles, but there's nothing for me to check out in that area right now. There are a couple of detours for me to do before I head back to Norman though. First I go to Rusturf Tunnel and pick up Strength, then taught it to one of the Marios in my party, which allows me to explore more of the fiery path, where I got a Firestone and I also grabbed Toxic just in case. Then I went back to Marvel City to collect my free Acro Bike. And lastly, I headed over to the Trick House, forgot I needed Cut for the first puzzle, and then proceeded to complete the first 3 puzzles in order to get the Hardstone. Now you might be wondering, what do I need a Hardstone for? Oh. Project Voltage Ground Miku is here. And she gets Levitate like her partner Flygon from the official art. And with all these side quests done, it was finally time to challenge the Petalburg Gym. Wouldn't it be funny if I crit instead? Once I arrived to take my mandatory selfie with Norman, Scraggy King got one Dragon Dance off, and then proceeded to dodge every confusion roll from Teeter Dance. And it also dodged a turn 1 Truant, which I'm pretty sure isn't supposed to happen, but we take those anyways. After that, it was basically a clean sweep. Yeah, Billy Drum this, fool. Crit mattered. And I beat Norman hitless with absolutely no Pokemon. Wally's father pulls me away from the gym to give me Surf, and I realize nobody can learn it. Now that Mr. Briny is no longer at his house, I had no other way to progress back to the other half of Hoenn. It's here that I remember that the cut trees back in Petalburg Woods are there, which now that I have access to more Knotmons, I can finally access. Here this girl gives me the Miracle Seed, a great tool to buff the already great Magical Leaf from Luigi, and then I picked up a couple Goombas hidden in the corner of the forest, before I head back to Petalburg City and... was that always there? Pushing past the boulder gets us to Norman's secret garlic stash. And it's here that I wondered, maybe this is my ticket to get Surf. And sure enough, it was.
Let's go!
Wario! Now that I had Wario on the team, I taught him Surf, which allowed me to unbrick my game and continue the challenge run. So normally here you could take a faster route back to the right half of Hoenn by surfing right from Route 103, but I had another side mission to do first. Remember when I had to pick up that Firestone and Fiery Path? Well, there's also a Good Rod if you surf across Route 118. Now you might be wondering, what does the Good Rod have to do with a Firestone? Well, you see, it's about our next location, the Abandoned Ship, where here I can get access to a Water Stone. So while I'm taking the detour over there to get that, I might as well use my Good Rod to collect my next non-Pokemon. In a specific room of a specific tile found within the Abandoned Ship, you are able to trigger a special encounter with our next team member. This is Sweetplush, a plushie from the bottom of the sea, and a helpful piece for the Fortree Gym. Before that though, when I went to look for the Water Stone, I looked up the location and you need dive first. So I headed back to Mauville empty-handed and surfed across Route 118 once more to prepare for the trek through the routes leading to Fortree City, officially marking this as the mid-game for the No Pokemon Challenge. With the full party though, we needed to make some room for our new team member. So I put away one of the Marios to put it onto the party, checked its info to learn that this Sweetplush has an ability that I am very familiar with, ran into Mr. Leafstone Stone again, and then made the long walk all the way to the Weather Institute. I forgot about this side plot. Lately though, the level caps have been super tight, but now that we have a full team of 6 Mons, it has gotten much easier to split the XP across everyone in the party. With a Miracle Seed buffed Luigi, he kinda just tore through the Shelly fight, which then I am given a cast form. But I released it before I could do anything that could be considered using it, so the challenge run is saved. I did have to lose access to the Mystic Water, which Sweetplush would have probably really liked, but unfortunately because it requires me to have the Pokemon, it is not allowed for this challenge. After arriving in Fortree, oh my god, I forgot about the rival fight! After handling my rival, what? After one sand attack! And arriving in Fortree, I needed to do the Devonscope side quest with that Leafstone guy so that I could startle the wildlife, nice crit, allowing me access to the Fortree Gym to challenge Gym Leader number 6, Winona. I felt pretty confident in my team so far. We had a lot of diversity going into this fight, but it doesn't matter because we have Sweetplush for speed control and Luigi for everything else. Even Winona knew to fear Luigi, because after he got the burn off on her +2 Altaria, she switched out into Skarmory because she thought losing her boosts was worth proccing Natural Cure. So I burned her again, abused the Switch AI, and took the win. Oh yeah, looking good. Okay, maybe we didn't need Sweetplush after all if I knew Winona was this scared of Luigi. Are you kidding me, dude? This split gives me so much more space to work with leveling-wise, now that the level cap has stopped jumping just 2 levels. Making it through Route 120 and 121 was pretty simple, but it was time to make yet another detour to the Safari Zone. Though I was turned away because I needed a Pokéblock case, so I guess I'm going to Lily Cove first anyways. After detouring to Lily Cove and getting the Pokéblock case, it was then that I went back to my original detour, the Safari Zone. Because I saw something online that said if you can pull the legendary Dratini, its final form Dragonite will evolve into the elusive Yoshi someday. Now obviously I cannot catch and level up a Dratini because, again, that would be cheating. So I was thinking I could do the same Bagon Salaman strat that I did with Scraggy back in Granite Cave. But instead, I ended up finding another interesting encounter. What the hell is that? It didn't look like any of the other Pokemon I've seen, so I started throwing Safari Balls and it went in. After I left the Safari Zone, I was able to add Nolectabuzz to the party. But then I noticed it was holding something. An Electrizer. I tried using it on the Nolectabuzz when it suddenly started to evolve. Whoa! Wait, this one looks cool as hell. I mean, not Pokemon looks cool as hell. This not Pokemon is insane. It's got Defiant, boosting its already incredibly strong attack stat, and it had Jolly, which only added to its strength as a physical attacker. Just look at how much damage it does to this Slacking! Wait, that wasn't supposed to happen. Oh no, I forgot about the Gen 3 physical special. After dealing with Team Aqua and Mount Pyre, the kind old lady reminded me that I needed to also go to the Magma Hideout and do that as well. So before I do that, let me rewind a little bit. Back to when I was stuck in Petalburg City without Surf. In Petalburg Woods, I ended up picking those Goombas from earlier. What do they do exactly? Well, I'll have to go over Mario's gimmick first. You've seen Mario evolve into Luigi and Wario, but he's also got 4 more forms that he can transform in. One of these requires the Cape Feather, which after unlocking Mario, I guess makes it show up in the Lily Cove department store? Wait, there was a rival battle in front of the store? There was? With the Cape Feather, Mario can now evolve into Cape Mario. This gives it access to fly, which makes the walk back to Laverage Town way more convenient. Now, the Goombas allow Mario to devolve back into Mario, allowing you to change into something else for whatever your team needs. Since my team was missing a Mon to hit grass types, I tried using the Firestone I got from the Fiery Path on Mario, and sure enough, it evolved him into Fire Mario, who gets the move Fireball on level up, acting like a Fire-type Nuzzle that burns about 70% of the time. Since the Marios retain their movesets, Fire Mario can now fly me back to Laverage Town, and I can manage the rest with the Acro Bike from Mauville. Now it was time to storm the Magma Hideout, which fortunately wasn't an issue because Sweet Plush carried me throughout the entire thing, up until Maxie. The reason I didn't use Sweet Plush for Maxie is because I had a better idea to deal with Maxie's lead. Nolectivire broke through every single Swagger boosted confusion and cleared up the rest of the fight. Now, I hope you're not tired of detours yet for this challenge, because we're gonna do another one. Here I completed a side quest for the coin case so that I could get the Ice Beam TM from the game corner. Because I forgot to do it in my original detour for Sweet Plush, and I didn't feel like going back. Next, it's back to Slateport to watch Archie steal a submarine, go to the Aqua Hideout to watch him use it again, and then to completely ignore all of that so that we can fight Tate and Liza in Mossdeep, yay! At this point, this team has developed into something where pretty much everyone is a role now. It's been great mixing and matching different mons together against the gym trainers just to see them all in action. Even Missing No, who still only really has Tackle, can still get some decent damage out thanks to its attack stat. And Curse Body still comes in clutch sometimes. Admittedly, it's definitely the weakest link on the team, since it still has those low defenses, but shh, don't tell him that he's helping. And even during the split, Sweet Plush was able to evolve into the legendary idol, Suisse. It's the girl from Fortnite. This not Pokemon has a lot to unpack, with a brand new signature move in Stellar Comet. Stellar is a very special type that is only super effective against Terra-type Pokemon, which haven't been introduced until Scarlet and Violet almost 2 decades later. So it ends up being this incredible offensive type in Gen 3 that hits everything for neutral damage. Its signature ability Stellar Voice also makes its sound moves into the Stellar type, giving it even more options. The problem is that in Gen 3, Stellar is considered physical on a special attacker. Fortunately, its coverage makes up for it, but I suppose it's not the first time Pokemon has encountered issues like this. Hey, I know that guy from somewhere. Oh, and while using my rare candies to get everyone to level cap, this happened. Oh my god, it learns Ice Beam by level up. After doing my mandatory selfie with Tate and Liza, it was time to start the battle. I enacted a similar strategy to Tate and Liza's, where Tate and Liza used Xatu's Flying type and Levitate in order to allow Claydol to use powerful Earthquakes. I used Miku's Levitate to also nullify any of Claydol's Earthquakes. Slowly, Tate and Liza used up all of their healing, while I was able to apply massive offensive pressure with Suise's coverage and Miku's leak-boosted crit attacks. Unfortunately, I switched Luigi into a flamethrower, but because it wasn't stab, it fortunately was able to handle it somewhat well. Things were looking rough until the light screen fell, and Tate and Liza used their last hyper potion on the Claydol. And then it was time for Luigi time. Once Claydol fell, the battle was over and my team of not Pokemon were able to collect their 7th gym badge. I met back up with a guy named after an evolution stone who helped me take down the group of Maxie and Tabitha. Oh my god, you landed thunder through confusion? You're crazy! Then he gave me dive, which I used to, that's right, take another detour back to the abandoned ship, got the Ice Beam TM for good measure, and then the water stone. After that, I went back to Moss Deep to, that's right, take another detour to Sutopolis City so that I could fly there later. And then I went back to Moss Deep to, that's right, head down to the Seafloor Cavern and take on Team Aqua. I also found the TM for Earthquake, so I gave it to Miku since I didn't expect the need to deal with any more double battles at this point in the game. Archie was no issue at all because he did the same thing Maxie did and led off with an Intimidate lead. Some +1 low kicks and plasma fists later, and it was practically over before it even began. You gotta live. Oh my god! Please don't hit yourself in confusion again! No! I think we're gonna have to kill this guy, Suise. Suise, you have to clutch up. Yeah! That's why she's the GOAT! Archie wakes up Kyogre anyways, everyone realizes their mistake, and now it's up to me to solve the world crisis. Hey guys, could you not? I'm trying to do like a challenge run here. The thing is, May gave us a hint earlier on the Pokénav about a mysterious green entity flying over her while she was in Pacifidlog. So maybe it's worth checking out and see if it's there. Oh, there it is. Rayquaza flies off, maybe because it's scared of Luigi too. And so I checked back on Sutopolis to see if anything changed. It did, the bad guys apologize, I get a gift from the champion, and then I fight the 8th gym leader of the Hoenn region, Juan, so that I can actually use the gift. Oh, but first, now that I finally have the Water Stone, I can create Bubble Mario. Honestly, my team was so well equipped for the Water Gym leader already, I didn't actually need to do this. But he has Water Bubble, so it could be useful. Now, I would like to say as the final gym leader, Juan was super challenging, but Luigi got Quiver Dance a while back, and now it was just a matter of preparing adequately for the Victory Road trek. When I was about to fight Wally, normally I'd Ice Beam the Altaria lead, but I had to remove Ice Beam on Suise for all the water-specific HMs. So I let Wario do it in his own Wario way.
Oh no!
The garlic waft attack!
Oh no!
Oh, Gardevoir time. Not enough! Okay, this should never work, but what if? Okay, yeah. Dude, I'm like -3, just attack me. See, now that you got greedy, I'm gonna crit you now. Exactly, I ran out of garlic wafts after that, so I sent out Scraggy King to finish the job. Stumbling through Victory Road, I came across the infamous Emerald Kaizo Shadow Tag Ditto. There's a trainer here, I forget where. Ah, I was there! Ditto? Is this in vanilla? Okay, well, it was Emerald Kaizo Shadow Tag Ditto. Anyways, I then looked up a guide so that I could make it to the other half of Evergrande City, and once I was safe knowing I could always fly back, I went to the move deleter and got rid of all the HMs I didn't need anymore. After that, it was just a matter of learning specific moves and selecting the final team. So now let's recap the team that I've selected to enter the Hall of Fame with. First off, it's Suisei, one of the most broken not Pokemon that has time and time again proven its worth throughout the challenge. Guaranteed neutral damage interactions, some incredible stab options, some incredible coverage options, she had to come on the team. Next up is Luigi, the Technician Mastermind. His incredible stab options in combination with Technician and Quiver Dance also made him an easy addition to my Elite Four team. Thirdly, the surprise addition Nolectivire, defined as such a strong ability that allows him to take advantage of some of the Elite Four's mons like Intimidate Mightyena and... for the fourth member, it's Miku. Boosted critical hits with her leak item will help out a lot in tricky situations, especially if I need an easy solution for something in the Elite Four. For our fifth member, we first have to smack Mario with another Goomba so that we can use our last evolution item, the Gold Coin. Using this, we can evolve Mario into Gold Mario, an incredibly tanky member of the not Pokemon crew that can also nullify some tricky interactions with Good as Gold, if the opportunity ever arises. And last, but certainly not least, the one who started it all, Missing. Probably the most normal member of the crew, but it's so iconic to this run, I kinda felt like I had to include it. With the team fully built, it's time to finally open the doors to the Pokemon League. The plan for Sydney was simple. Lead with Nolectivire, proc the Defiant boost, and sweep with its monstrous attack. For Phoebe, I didn't have a super concrete strategy, so I sent out Miku and prayed for the leak to do its thing until she couldn't anymore. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Okay, there's one down, there's one down. This is the ace, so I'm gonna sing here. Nice, okay. That's why she's the singer. Play her on pressure here. I'm gonna Earth Power, pray for those crits. That's fine. Should be able to Earthquake here. And hit the range. As long as the Dusclops doesn't wake up here, we're good. Yes! Earthquake and hope for the best, baby! No! Okay, that's really bad. I think we still hit range, right? Because that did a lot of damage. Yeah, oh, it's a crit, okay. Okay, but the thing is, like, do I swap out here now? Or do I go for it again? Oh, okay. I really want the Miku sweep. Unless... She's the gold! Okay, no, I have to cut my losses. I have to get out. All right, you keep double teaming. You know what Luigi excels at dealing with, right? That's right. It's Ghost. Glacio made me really want to utilize Gold Mario here, but she didn't make it easy. Nice crit. Oh, you did not. It didn't turn one hail just to hit me. What an asshole. Because it knew it would paralyze me. That's messed up. Okay, nice crit. Yeah. It was fun. I'm going to Nolectivire. Let's bulk up once. Low kick. Aha! You don't mess with Nolectivire! I don't know how much this is gonna do. Enough. This should KO. No problem. Yep. And you know what? For the last Glalie, I believe in you. By the way, Fire Mario learned this like earlier. It's not enough. Okay, I might die here now. Come on, you can live this. No. You know what, Miku, show him how it's done. Hit him with the crit. Okay. Oh my god, the miss? Wait, I didn't know that could move. Oh, right, because it's 55-95. Oh my god. She doesn't need the crit. With Drake, I was confident enough that Suisei would be able to solo his entire team. And she delivered in more ways than one. All right, this thing protects turn one. Okay, nope, never mind. I don't know this game at all. Ice Beam should definitely clear this. Salamence, Intimidate, that's fine. It does ruin our Stellar Comet strat for Kingdra, but... Nice. Last but certainly not least, it's Kingdra. Ding, 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 ding. Just keep mashing. Okay, that's Dragon Dance. Stellar Comet? It's -1, shouldn't put it in heal range. Okay, hit Dragon Dance again, I dare you. Oh my god, it is heal range! Okay, it's clicking it again. Another full restore. Ding, 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 ding. Okay. Oh my god, it's getting greedy again! I can still freeze this! No. Smoke screen? What are you doing? Wait, what? What was his plan? With the Elite Four down, there was only one trainer left before I could complete the No Pokemon Challenge. This is turn 1 Rain Dance. We quiver. Nice. We resist anything this has, I'm pretty sure. It has Blizzard. This should be 2 HKO. Or Luigi's the GOAT like that. Oh my god. Kendrick roll. That's fine. We have Thunderbolt for this. Yep. Gyarados. We also have Thunderbolt for this. Whiscash. That is a free. Guess what? Press moves. Milotic is bulky as hell, so I don't know if this is gonna kill. Oh my god, he's crazy! There's no way he solos, right? This shouldn't kill, and I don't want it to kill. Okay, good. Oh, dude, you've got to be serious. Okay, okay. I need to make it use all of its full restores. I think he only has 4. Okay, this is his second full restore. Okay, okay. Well, I mean, doesn't matter, but like, third full restore. Don't crit. Okay, okay, okay. That's really good. Now we switch to Missing No. Double team. That's scary because Missing No has missed like most of its 95% tackles. No, right, I called it. All right, good start. No way! Insane miss. Does tackle kill at -2? Not if it misses. Please, if you want this as much as I do. Please hit. Okay, that's horrible. You really have to hit. Oh my god! Yeah! Let's go! Oh my god! Missing No takes it! Missing No wins! The No Pokemon Challenge! Yes! He locked in when he needed it the most! I hope you guys enjoyed this video because this challenge was a lot of fun to make. I'm gonna peel back the curtain a little bit and say that I was not expecting this challenge to be as hard as it was. I was honestly expecting this to be a good bit, but I didn't realize how much Roxanne would push me to my limits. And even some of the other gym leaders like Flannery proved to be quite a challenge as well. I wanted to highlight some of my favorite urban legends from this game that I remember seeing from my time as a kid, and then hopefully find some new ones along the way, which I did end up doing. A lot of time went into working on this video, so if you liked it, leaving a like on this video makes it feel like all the work was worth it. If you want to see more Pokemon stuff from me, I'm probably going to start moving onto a different channel because YouTube doesn't really like pushing my Pokemon content here, so you can check me out on Scrags Plus, where I can finally start uploading some more Pokemon content now that I'm finally done with this video. But if you want to see more variety stuff from me, specifically farming stuff and other Nintendo stuff, then subscribe to this channel. Happy April Fools, everybody, and have yourself a good one. Take care.